Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Idris Azari. I'm from Tubi, and now today I want to fulfill my final exam. That is to tell my learning log. So I've written my learning log, and I want to tell you my learning log while I study at home. So I learned so many things since I study at home. First, I want to talk about the lesson. I learned so many things, new material. So the first lesson is Foundation of Literature. So I remember when Mr. Asep told us to analyze the stories Untitled and Angel in Disguise. So I learned how to analyze the stories, especially using intrinsic and extrinsic elements. And I also learned how to make a comic using comic belief. It's so we are per group make a stories about COVID-19 and make that stories being a comic. And the next is reading. I studied strategies for reading, like we need to find a topical theme and rhyme, something just like that. And next is writing. I think writing is one of the hardest task or assignment that we got, because we need to make something like a journal, but it was per group, and so we need divided our work. So in my group there were work for abstract, searching journals, content, and I got the easiest job. I think my job is to searching journals and making reference. So I've learned new things because I make reference using Mendeley. So Mr. Helmi said if we make some writing about journal, we need to use Mendeley for making reference. So I use Mendeley software for making some reference, and my writing task assignment was done. And the next is ESP, or English for Specific Purposes. I've learned how to make RPP, or in bahasa Rencana Pelaksanaan Pembelajaran, and I also learned Standard Competition of Teacher. And the next is TAK, TIK, and that's lesson about technology and computer. Mostly in that lesson we learn about Excel. We learn how to using a formula in Excel, how to make a data in Excel, something like that. And the next is SFG, or Systemic Functional Grammar. I think this lesson is most often lesson learned while we are at home. Every week Miss Pina upload new videos about new material about SFG. So she explained in that video to us, and at first the material wasn't too hard, wasn't too difficult, and wasn't too long, the video duration. But sooner next week the material or the video is harder than before, and the duration is longer than before, and that makes me especially, it's hard to understand while I work at home. I think it will be more easier if I learn SFG in college, but the material or the videos in the group, so we can learn until we understand. And then I also learned many things since I stay at home, but my time mostly I use to playing games and watching movies. But I learned something in that activities. Example is from playing games. I playing games on my personal computer because I play kind of game RPG. So RPG game is a role-playing game. So in that games there are long story. So in that story there are, of course, there are a lot of conversation. There are conversation and with English dub. So while I playing games, I have learned new things such as new vocabularies, and if I active the subtitles, I can read the subtitles and I can listen I can listen the audio. So I have learned new things in playing games, and it also happen when we watch movies, especially Hollywood movies. And maybe that's all for me. That's my learning log while I study at home. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.